Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going? Cheers. Cheers. How are you guys? How's it going? I was missing you guys. The morning streaming crew. How's it going? How are we feeling? What's up? What's up? What's up? Texas brother. How's it going? Diane, Mr. Pace, Ed French, something clever, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you guys today? Welcome to today. Welcome to today. Coffee is what's on Diane's agenda. All right. All right. Good morning. XRP. XRP to the moon. XRP number 1. What's going on with the news today? Big things happening in the world. Good morning from Miami. Hello. Cheers. How are you today? So we're gonna turn off this song. News from the SEC this morning, Ed French says. News from the SEC. Is that really new news, or is that just someone regurgitating old news saying it's new? Tell me more. I don't think there's any new news from the SEC. If you have any, I'd love to see it. Send me some new news if you have any. Check your Twitter. What's up, what's up, what's up? Did you send me something on Twitter? For all you holders out there, if you've waited 309 days on a 10K investment from the low to high on XRP, it would be worth $7 million. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, Santiago's right. It's old news. The SEC news is old. People regurgitating that and saying it's brand new news. They are. I don't know what they've been doing. I don't know who they are. Nothing new. What's up? What's up? How's it going? How's it going? XRP to the moon. XRP number 1. What's happening with the coins today? Where are we at? Where is the world? Did you guys check out the video? What is XRP? We put that up. People asked for it, so we did it and put that bad boy up. Did you even notice? Did you even notice? So looking at the news today, what is up from Jordan? How's it going? Claiming Russians paid for their spying activities with crypto. Good morning, good morning. How's it going? What's up, what's up? Let's karate chop it into the weekend. That's right, it's Friday. It's Friday. XRP video was good. It's Friday. The coins are all in the green. Every single coin is green. Green, 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 up and down the board. Bitcoin's at 6.2. Ethereum's at 440, XRP's 44 cents, Bitcoin Cash is $700, EOS $7, Litecoin $78, Stellar 18 cents, Cardano 12 cents, almost 13 cents. Man, Cardano at 13 cents, that's crazy. XRP 44 cents, that's crazy, dog, crazy. Chop it, chop the sub button. How's it going? Howdy, cheers, welcome, good morning. We have the live Ask David Schwartz Anything this afternoon. I went live 2 times in the afternoon the last 2 days, and I missed all you guys. I don't know where you guys were. I don't know what the time is that's working for you. I might have to come back. I might have to come back to morning live streams. I might have to bring it back to the morning because it was kind of it was abysmal yesterday. It was rough. No, I'm just kidding. It was all right. People showed up. I was happy to say what's up to the people that showed up. But looking at the Ask Me Anything today, David Schwartz going live at 3 p.m. I'm not going to try to compete with that. I'm not going to try to compete with David later. So I thought I'd go live this morning. I like the idea of going live right now, but I was working on a video and I almost finished the video to post. It was about the India Ripple net, the new Silk Road with Asia, some leaked info on SBI when it goes live. I don't know if you guys saw that, but SBI, a leak on Twitter I saw basically said SBI going live on the 20th. Passwords sent out maybe the 18th. Everyone allowed to log in on the 20th. But that's not today. That's not happening yet. We got a few days on that. So what's happening today? What's in the news? United Nations puts blockchain at the center of a new high-level panel on digital cooperation. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres created a high-level panel on digital cooperation, which explicitly puts blockchain technology on the agenda. The panel, said to be the first of its kind, will gather 20 eminent figures from the industry, civil society, and academia to tackle the impact of digital technologies on global economies and societies, an impact ongoing at unprecedented scale and warp speed. Very exciting things to look at. Basically, this is important. If they're making committees about it, if the UN is made a committee about blockchain implications and utility and what it's going to do, that's good news. That's good news. Looking at this right here, saying you cannot look at the Web 3.0 without looking at blockchain or without looking at artificial intelligence, and these two being paired together in the future is interesting to look at too. Our hope is that through discussion of these various digital domains, in the terms of human rights, in terms of privacy, in terms of subversion of democracy, we were able to come out with some common principles of strengthening cooperation across borders. Now we can see this is already the emergence of what's becoming a global discussion because we've taken something that was originally very insular, something that was very originally not interconnected, and we've created a baseline interconnection for it. We have to start addressing how the interconnection works. How are we going to connect, and how is that interconnection going to work for everyone? We're no longer insular in our nation-state fiats or in our money, and the ability for us to opt out of our nation-state fiats, that's revolutionary. So people are taking notice of blockchain. People are definitely aware that there's something changing. Looking at the UN has been exploring multiple, largely humanitarian use cases for blockchain, beginning its use of Ethereum blockchain to transfer coupons based on cryptocurrencies to refugees in Syria. So looking at the philanthropic and humanitarian qualities of blockchain and its possibilities, I think that's probably one of the more exciting things that brought me in originally. Piloting blockchain-based digital identity system designed to combat child trafficking, etc. So seeing a lot of things like this, basically, how can we apply blockchain to issues? What are the solutions? What can we do? And that's exciting. That's where we want to be. No greater potential than we are right now for really helping people. So XRP to transform the economy, how we know it. To ripple for change. We already have discussed a lot of these topics, and this is something that's kind of just a regurgitation, a mashup of a lot of the possibilities of what it means to have XRP and the interledger protocol and the payment rail, and what it really means for the combination of the use for financial institutions and for individuals. Not a lot of new information in this article, and we have pressed for time. We don't have time to dilly-dally Ethereum world news. Moving on. Bitcoin price shows green again after 6K defense. Oh boy, that's good. That's real good. Also though, maybe we're losing our BTC dominance. Nope, just kidding. It's back up. 43%. 43% BTC dominance. That's a pretty good number. Ooh, we went too far, too quick. Back one. So looking at the charts for BTC created a falling wedge pattern over the last 4 days as represented by lower highs and lower lows. Prices crossed the wedge resistance yesterday with strength, and signaling the pullback from Monday's high of 6.8 has ended. The falling wedge breakout also validated the bear to bull trend change indicated by the price relative strength index. So BTC will likely find acceptance above the immediate resistance of 6.2 and rise towards 6.4, but that's not a guarantee. We can't say that's for sure. That's just what this speculator has said. I would say, I don't know. It looks good. It looks strong. It looks possibly stable, and people might call bottom. But you know how that goes. As soon as you say bottom, it drops. It drops out. So watch out, bears. Crypto's only getting started. A good reason to kind of speculate, like, are we at the bottom? Is this the bottom? Could this be the bottom? How do we know? Seeing when you have a catalyst for smart money to move in. Coinbase CTO ignited a Twitter firestorm yesterday when he tweeted that while 63% of the world's adults own smartphones, only 8% of those in the US and less than 1% worldwide own crypto, indicating there's a potential user base that is 60 times larger than the existing user base. So, very exciting things to look at for possibilities, but really not a big indicator that anything's going to happen. Some agree that these numbers indicate the crypto market is more inevitable than many think. One tweeter went as far as saying that it makes sense for people to hold onto their cryptos for long term. And honestly, this is definitely true. Definitely want to hold on to them long term. And you definitely want to pay attention to what's happening with developing small coins. I know we're all big into XRP, but there's always some small coins that are popping up that are fun to pay attention to and look at. So 8% crypto ownership questioned. The Finder survey in itself offered some interesting insights into Americans' attitudes about cryptocurrency. Among those who have not purchased it, just 7.76% plan to. So about 8% saying they plan to purchase some in the future. Well, now's the time, guys. Now's the time. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. So I made an effort to ask people all the time about crypto, and most of the time people have no clue. Like, just, people are not interested in this at all. So especially when it's down, people are not interested. I saw a tweet that was about a hedge fund manager talking about how he had people throwing money at it when Bitcoin was at 20K, but now they will not even come close to investing in Bitcoin when it's at 6K. And he's like, that's so counterintuitive. It's so funny. Obviously this obviously this is basically one of those things where, people are going to hear about it eventually, or they won't, no big deal. Next article. Activists shine Bitcoin logo on Slovakia's central bank to protest hostile regulations. Interesting. Whatever happened to some real news? Is this news? This isn't news. Next article. The biggest thing of the day. OKCoin exchange launches U.S. offering Fiat-to-Crypto trading. That's right. Fiat-to-Crypto trading launched in the U.S. OKCoin launched a branch in the U.S. market offering trade services between U.S. dollars and several major cryptocurrencies. And of course, I went right away to go look at this and see if I could sign up. Here's their site. Hello, U.S. Now serving California. Other states coming soon. So that's about how the site looks. If you're in California, you can trade on OKCoin with BTC, Litecoin, Ether, and Ethereum Classic, and Bitcoin Cash. That's all it shows on the top header. I don't know if there's more. That's about it. So Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and Bitcoin Cash. So that's interesting to look at. XRP's not on there. What is up? What is up? How's it going, Nathan? XRP is going to dominate. I agree. Stellar is not even competition. $300 coin price for XRP. I could see that happening. You're losing hope. Sebastian says he's losing hope in XRP. Don't do it, my friend. Don't do it. That's part of the game. I think that honestly, mainstream media is trying, and that's in the video I'm gonna put out this morning. It's almost done. I'm editing it. It's part of smart money's control of media to just say one thing and do another, right? So they're saying XRP is not a great bet. They're saying maybe Bitcoin and Ethereum are good, we're buying it. And they're not. They're saying we're not buying XRP, but I guarantee you they're buying XRP. Or at least they're positioning themselves to buy it. Mike W. chiming in here. I guess those two things are mutually exclusive. I can't do a crab walk and make any calls on XRP. That sounds rough. It's a rough world you live in there, Mike. No big deal, Mike. I won't limit your perception. Oh, wait, you're already doing that for yourself. Have fun. I read a survey in my country about crypto. Only 4% interest. Calvin says 4% interest crypto in his country. That's pretty low. That's very low. And especially if you're out looking around, like every day, if you go out and look around, how many people are on their phones? How many people have smartphones? How many people are looking and they're like, potentially, like they're not necessarily even aware of this technology, and it could be implemented at a foundational level underneath their apps, underneath the apps that their favorite apps, underneath all the things that they use. Could be ILP, interledger protocol, or something that basically powers and sends support to protocol tokens, payment rails, etc., etc. So adoption like that would be them not even knowing it and being on it, kind of like the internet is now. I mean, they know they're on the internet, but looking at this is a pretty big move for the OKCoin exchange today. What will happen if we get deemed a security, though? Will it be the end? Rob, no. Rob, it will not be the end. XRP, Ripple Net already working. They already working with India and with Asia, developing a strong new Silk Road in a sense. So there's no way they're going to be over. Even if the SEC declares XRP a security inside the United States, that would only be possibly for a moment before they re-declared it not a security and shook loose some last-minute skeptics. I could see that happening and creating a position for smart money to swoop in. So no big deal there. So what's the difference between saying XRP goes to 1K or XRP goes to 10K or 20K? I don't think that's a big deal. XRP is going to go up. That's what we can all agree on. So if you're trying to debate what price it's going to go to, show me your math. Show me that you understand the inflow versus market cap and throw some numbers at me. Actually have a conversation with me. Unfortunately, most people can't because most people don't understand the metrics. So if you're confused about the metrics or if you're regurgitating information you read online, go somewhere else with that. If you actually know how to have a conversation and understand the metrics about what's taking place, then come at me with some actual stuff. Say something that makes sense and let me know why you think, we are all saying XRP is going to go up. Why would it matter if someone's saying 589 at the end of the year and someone else says 10K or 20K? That's the same thing. Everyone's jumping on supporting some cartoon bear saying 589, but you can't support imagining a higher price. They said 589 by the end of the year. So Mike, if you have a problem with imagining a bigger number, that sounds like a personal problem, dude. And not my problem at all. Not my problem at all. Basically, we can all agree it's going to go up. If you think that there's an argument in arguing the price point, like what point it's going to go to, then you're a fool. That's a waste of time. And then also, most of the people that you guys are listening to, I saw a bunch of people that came out against my price prediction turn around and out of the side of their mouth say it could happen. So who are you listening to? No big deal. I'm not bothered by it. You do whatever you want. Yeah, totally. Santiago's right. Mike can ask all the questions he wants. He can ask questions. Yeah, let's not knock people for just walking like a crab, okay? What kind of judgment is that? What kind of judgment is that? XRP is going to be worth a lot. You have to look at working utility, a lot of facts, remittance, and building on top of the interledger. Hello, Douglas, of course, dropping the bombs. I'd like to see a 20-cent XRP. Me too. I think, honestly, that's the next video I'm going to make. I'm going to make a 20-cent price call because, in reality, I would rather see 20 cents than 20K. Like, I'd rather see 20 cents than 20K because I know it's going to go up, but I don't know if it's going to go down, right? So that's a real video right there. 20 cents or 20K, which one do you want? And I think a lot of people think they want 20K or 10K or 1K or 589. Let's just say 589 from now on, because that's a number that people can perceive as a possibility, right? 589 means it's going to go up, and 20 cents means it's going to go down. So, yeah, I'm thinking 20 cents is way better than 589 at this point, too. I agree. 100%. You're from Jordan. Please advise. Ripple price by end of 2018. We did that yesterday. I'm thinking $10. Imagine all the people. Diane singing songs. Imagine all the people living in harmony. That's right. Why do we have to have borders and walls? Interledger alone is going to cause it to go up because David wants to have a system all coins can operate through. Boom. Douglas is right. And again, if creating the ease of use, basically making it so people can use it simply and easily and also pick whichever token they want, and then someone's like, why are you using that coin still? This one only charges me this much to send on the same network. People are like, oh, of course. So compounding interest in XRP. Compounding interest in XRP. XRP number one! XRP to the moon! I want 589 now. Go, man, go. Very cool, very cool. I would rather see 20K. I understand you want to see 20K. I understand. What if XRP is security? If XRP is a security, then that's a guarantee. If XRP is deemed a security, that is a guarantee that it's worth a lot and that they're trying to reposition it to a lower number. So if they deem it a security, that to me is like a guarantee, a check on the list that's like they're trying to call it a security, shake a few people loose, get a 20-cent buy-in for smart money, and then boom, that's the catalyst. Daisy train out. Daisy train, I don't even know what that saying says. It's not money. Currencies are branching into the tech world and building on top of creating something that operates like what we saw in Player One. Douglas is right. Douglas is right. Those of us that are thinking that we can imagine the possibilities of technology are probably excluding at least one or two possibilities. So, yeah, a lot of the calculations that we do are based off of, just adding in, remittance payments, or just adding in broad money, or just adding in, gold reserves. A lot of the calculations that people do are very, very insular, right? Very insular. And what, if anything, has XRP taught us? It's that the future is inclusive, right? The future is inclusive. Everything's interconnected. So everything being interconnected, there'll be plenty of space for everyone to have the choice of their own coin that they want. Of course, you can use whatever coin you want. You can be part of whatever ecosystem you want. But again, compounding interest over and over in the one that is sustainable, that works well, is scalable, it's cost efficient. I mean, it's only going to be a sweeping time frame before everyone understands what's happening. The conversation's still taking place that people are like, oh, crypto is not a complete scam. So, just opening up the conversation first to the possibility of taking crypto seriously is what brings in people who are ready to have a real conversation. Not people who are just looking for another get-rich-quick scheme, not people who are looking for some way to manipulate and take advantage of others, not people who are looking just for a Ponzi scheme set up that they can use for themselves, but people who are actually smart investors, people who are considered smart money, and looking at what they would consider the ability or reason for them to put money in this. That conversation is still taking place. That conversation is taking place, and crypto is just now being taken somewhat seriously, I think. So, you want to see 20 cents. What is cooking? What's cooking? How's it going? What are we feeling like? Soon, Bitcoin drops under 6,000. Everyone piles in. The foundation of XRP and Codius is amazing. I agree. I agree. If David says he's holding XRP, I'm going to hold XRP too. It's decentralized in a sense that it's not issued by a nation state like USD is issued by the US or yuan by China. It's a corporate leveraged digital asset. Yeah, the Q&A live today, or the David's Ask Me Anything, is at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, he's going live to answer all your questions on Twitter. Looking at the OK exchange going live today with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, and Bitcoin Cash. And looking like this is pretty big, exciting, only for California, though. California gets to jump in right away and do some trading. I don't know if they're going to do other tokens or what the deal is with that. But you guys ready for the next news on the docket? South Korea to simplify blockchain investment with new legislative changes. South Korea regulators vowed to introduce friendly blockchain investment legislation in a meeting, the latest chapter of ongoing push to promote technology nationally. So, nobody wants to get left behind. Nobody wants to get left behind. That's the deal. That's the deal. Nobody wants to get left behind. American Express files patent for blockchain-powered proof of payment system. Financial service giant American Express filed a patent for blockchain-based proof of payment system by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Bam, diggity dog. How about that? I can't imagine that they can do it alone. They can't go it alone. They're going to need help. probably from some big names in the space, probably from the ILP, and probably from XRP. XRP and the ILP and smart contracts like Codius. If you guys didn't see, Codius is popping off today. There's like a surge in smart contracts. Codius hit like 300 contracts, or no wait, yeah, 300 contracts at once, I think. Pretty exciting, pretty exciting. Bitcoin ETF may be a reality on August 10th. Will Bitcoin start a bull run? Now, I'm not going to say I'm right all the time, but I'm right at least about some things, especially this. Especially this. We're talking about the stock market being called as a likely correction soon. A stock market correction in August. Also timing possibly the same moment they release the ETFs on Bitcoin. What is going to happen? What are we positioning for our likelihood of the stock markets, Bitcoin ETFs, and when do we get to know about XRP? When do we get to know about XRP? Pretty exciting times. I think August will be a good moment for crypto in general. In general, I think, well, let's see what the CEO Van Eck commented on the matter. We believe that collectively we will build something that may be better than other constructs currently making their way through the regulatory process. A properly constructed, physically backed Bitcoin ETF will be designed to provide exposure to the price of Bitcoin, and an insurance component will help protect shareholders against the operational risks of sourcing and holding. Interesting. So, derivatives, all kinds of exciting things. What are we looking at for this with Bitcoin ETFs in August, with stock market correction in August, mentioning that Bitcoin may go to $25,000 by the end of the year at the end of this article referenced by Thomas Lee. So, it's $6,200 right now, and they're still calling $25,000 Bitcoin. If you look at the news for the OK Exchange today, the OK Exchange was referenced in China Money Network. So they talked about it in the China Money Network, and they also talked about it on Cryptona. So pretty exciting. Again, looking at what other coins they're going to add, I'm not sure. The fact that it's offering USD and a number of major digital currencies, pretty exciting, honestly. Pretty exciting. Everything's in the green, but we're still under $250 billion. Still under $250 billion in the crypto market. We're still in a lull. Not a lot's specifically happening. I have a XRP and India bank video coming out next. That was what I edited this morning, talking about XRP or Ripple Net already acquiring and holding possibly 50% of the banks in India and looking to leverage those in a position to have a discussion with Wells Fargo. And that's pretty exciting. So I can see a lot happening with that. I could see potentially their moves in India and their launch of SBI in Japan could basically negate a lot of the SEC's power in a sense. And I think that's important, looking at the possibility for people they're worried. Obviously, a lot of people are worried. Looking at, I have a video that we're going to do, maybe tomorrow we'll be able to do it, but it's about the biggest lie in investing. And it's talking about smart money and the cycles they use to basically maintain and gain and consolidate wealth through these cycles. So that's pretty exciting to look at, because it means that if you have faith, if you can look at where we are, we're still in a good position. We're actually in one of the best positions. It's kind of paradoxical, right? Because this is the moment that it's hardest to say to someone who's not having a conversation about crypto. Like, you're like, hey, dude, crypto's doing pretty great. You heard about it? They're like, no, dude, it's down. It's down a lot. You're like, yeah, but that's because it's going to go up. You're like, it's down where you want it to be. It's down where you want it to be so you can get in. Now, again, looking at basically the idea that it could go a little bit lower. We don't really know what the bottom is. This is still a way better buy-in than most people got when people saw it on the last bull run. You know, the last all-time high, people are throwing their money at Bitcoin. Like, people just casually being like, I'll put $1,000 in. I'll put $10,000 in. No big deal. Another fun thing I saw, and we can bring it up to reference it, but I don't think we need to. But looking at, I saw some numbers that the Cash app, so the Square Circle or whatever Cash app, you can buy Bitcoin in the Cash app now, and you can buy Bitcoin in the Cash app in the United States. And what's interesting is they released a report showing that they've decoupled themselves from the interest of Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin's price went from 15K to 6,200. They actually gained downloads. They've been gaining downloads. They almost have the same Cash app. The Cash app that you can buy Bitcoin in almost has the same number of downloads as Venmo. And these numbers started happening when Bitcoin started declining, the downloads started increasing, and people weren't using the Cash app before that just for cash sending. They weren't using it that much, but they added the Bitcoin feature. Now people are interested. They're downloading it. No one's buying any Bitcoin, apparently. They're just downloading the app. Meaning that they're downloading the app and looking at, I want to buy, when do I buy? So looking at when the bottom is, most people will probably, again, miss it. Most people are going to miss the bottom. They just don't pay attention to the market enough, and they'll probably see it when they're FOMOing. They'll see it when it runs back up at like 12K again, or at 14, or possibly people will wait till it passes 20, its all-time high. They'll be like, it's passing 20 again, I better buy in. XRP is passing $5 again, I better buy in, etc., etc. Yeah, nobody's listening right now. Like, if you talk to people about crypto right now, they're not listening because the market's in such a bad condition. And that's funny, looking at, like, basically, I saw a hedge fund account manager talking about how people were throwing money at him at 20K, and now he can't. It's like pulling teeth now, trying to get people to invest at 6K, which doesn't make any sense. But Purple Frog, when you mention crypto, that's about how it goes. And imagine that's kind of a good sign. If you still sound like you are not part of the main conversation, then that's a good sign that we basically potentially aren't even close to the high adoption rate. We're still early adopters. The OKCoin, what's up, Skypilot? OKCoin went live in the United States for California. So you can go, if you're in California, you can now use OKCoin. It says international, but I can't use it. You can get BTC, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and Bitcoin Cash on this bad boy. And that's pretty exciting that it went live today. And it's only California, but it's funny how holders of every other crypto collectively hate XRP. It makes me want to paint a massive XRP logo on my house. Jason, I think that's kind of interesting and purposely done in a sense. I don't know where exactly all that animosity comes from, and especially looking at possibly the assumptions that they think that working with the banks is taking away from their blockchain and crypto's original capacity to remove the banks or to replace the banks. But I don't think that was ever a possibility. I don't think that was ever a possibility, and I think that the idea that it was a big misconception and a false narrative in a sense. One that brought people in and helped propagate the space to a catalyst of moving forward. But looking at the reality of it, like if your grandma can't sign up and use it, then it's probably not going to be used by everybody, right? So I don't know why people don't like XRP that much, especially if XRP is the only one that's going to work with the financial institutions and provide a settlement protocol layer underneath standard consumer applications. That's going to be basically one of the bigger things I think to ever happen is consumer-facing applications on the protocol layer of XRP. And the protocol layer of ILP, the Interledger Protocol. And the Interledger Protocol only works through packets of money, right? It only works through these little packets of money. I have a video I can release later that's a little bit about that. Stefan Thomas talking, and it's pretty much, you're not going to send big chunks of money through here. So the idea is basically that it could be a foundational layer for micropayments, and we don't really understand how these micropayments will work yet because it's just outside of our paradigm. It's outside of our understanding of what's taking place with this shift. So the reality is that a lot of this will just take time for it to be understood and discussed. But the real idea is that for it to be adopted by the masses, they would probably not even know they're using it. Right? It would just be it'd be the underlying technology like the internet is now. And that's exciting. XRP has more people holding it no matter how the market's doing, more people are buying XRP. I like that. I believe that. I know. David Schwartz is doing a live Ask Me Anything today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, you don't know where it's going to be? I think it's going to be on their YouTube, isn't it? I have no idea where it's going to be. I just assumed it was going to be there. We were doing a live stream in the afternoon the last 2 days, and then I thought I'd do one this morning because he's doing an afternoon live stream. But if you guys want, to, let me know right now, because I love David Schwartz. I'd love to see this interview. I'll try to watch it. If I can find it and stream it live and do a live show, would you guys want to do that? Because we could watch it in real time and talk about it. Or do you guys just want to watch it on your own and we'll talk about it? I'll make a video about it later. Tell me. David is pretty cool. Did you guys ask him any questions? Did you guys ask David any questions on Twitter? Because I think maybe he's going live on Twitter. I'm not sure, but did you ask him any questions? Because you can just tweet at him a question and he said he'd answer it. You want to watch it? You want to live stream it? Make a video to watch later? Okay, I won't get mad, Victor. I won't get mad. Do I have a validator up? Oh, you're saying should I make a validator video? I can make a validator video. You want to watch it together? It was live on the Ripple website. Okay. It was live on Ripple's website. No big deal. You don't have a Twitter? Okay. If you guys want, we can try to do it on here. You asked him a few questions on Twitter? All right, Ralph. Ralph, I like it. And that sounds good, dude. That sounds good. You asked what he thought the volume would be on the network 1x rapid? Wow. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. Oops. Yo. Bye, ISP. Bye, ISP. So, I just did a video about these two things. The Ripple wants to beat Bitcoin into India, and that's the video coming out later today. See, I don't know about Global Coin Report. You know, Global Coin Report, it always just seems like they just do mashup articles. Here's how Ripple's new senior VP formerly at Facebook will hit the ground running. All right. Maybe it's a good article. She spearheaded the partnership between Facebook and MasterCard that enabled micropayments on the social media platform. Boom. I feel like we just fell into that one. So yeah, the ILP doesn't work with big payments. It only works with small, little payment chunks, payment streaming chunks. And they just hired someone that spearheaded the relationship between Facebook and MasterCard to enable micropayments. How about that? Most recently at Facebook, where she led the Global Financial Service Team. Global Financial Service Team spearheaded the connection of people around the world to financial services they'd never had, forged partnerships while at Facebook with Citibank, PayPal, Ameritrade. So she has relationships to all these different companies. Citibank, PayPal, TD, Ameritrade, Visa, Western Union, and others. That's pretty big. That's pretty awesome. You guys are buying Broncos? You guys buying Ford Broncos? Is there some kind of inside joke with that? I don't get it. So looking at the track record for this Ripple exec, the former Facebook exec, that's looking pretty strong. I can say that's good. I can say that's good. And also looking at possibly, I saw this. Or wait, I don't know where it is. Let me go find my Twitter. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Japanese native told me customers get their passwords on 18th of July to SBI, and trading for all customers starts the 20th. There you go. What do you think about that? SBI going live on the 20th of July. The link from the SBI website is down after he sent it. So there you go. Looking like about a week away for that. And easily we'll finally get to see if and when SBI is a catalyst for volume for price, or if and when SBI does a strong demonstration as a catalyst for basically looking like other people might follow in suit. If other exchanges or if other companies and corporations understand, like, oh, this company took a risk, it looks worth it, I'll jump on. So that's about all we're going to do for the news today. Jumping into the biggest article of the day was probably the OK Exchange launches U.S. offering fiat-to-crypto trading. It's only in California and only a few coins. But hopefully they'll have XRP Visa Black Card soon. Yes, I agree. That is exactly what we need, is the XRP Visa Black Card. Ripple making all the right moves. I agree. Ripple's definitely making all the right moves. Ripple #1. It's going to be #1. It's going to have Ripple dominance, and it's pretty hard to see, you know, how long we can slip into the red. But again, looking at, like, what do you want first, 20 cents or $20,000? I'm gonna have to say 20 cents. I'm gonna have to say 20 cents. So XRP 20 cents is the next video coming out. That'd be exciting. That'd be exciting times. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. Cheers. I appreciate you guys for joining us for a live stream. We'll have a video launched later today about XRP and India and SBI and Europe and what all that means. So farewell. Thanks a bunch. Cheers. Farewell. Have a great day. Drink lots of water.